Alrighty then. Welcome, everyone. I'm Sam.
And I'm Jessie.
And you are on the flip side. We are trying to get back to normal here after a couple of weeks of chaos. That's really the best way we can put it. So we're trying to get back to normal here. Now, normally, I'm doing a live review on Wednesdays. This is not a live review. This is a live play. And it's a two-player game. This is one of the games that I picked up at Origins Game Fair. It's called Unmatched, Slings, and Arrows. So, again, this is not an... Unmatched is not a new game. This particular box came out last year, and they have some new stuff that came out this year that I didn't pick up because I really wanted to get this, and I hadn't picked it up yet. So, this is Shakespeare, Hamlet, the Wayward Sisters, the Three Witches, and Titania. Or is that right? Yeah, Titania. Anyway, it's a fairy. Titania. Anyway, it's a fairy and Hamlet. And that's who we are choosing to play with. Today we're choosing Titania and the fairy. That's Jessie, and I'm going to be taking Hamlet. It's one of my favorite Shakespeare plays. Really enjoyed it. Part of that is because Mel Gibson's production of it. He did a really good job. He's one of my favorite actors. He did a great job with Hamlet.
Mel Gibson.
Yes. You never seen that?
I don't know.
Put it on the list. It's going on the list, folks. That's how that goes.
I like Shakespeare in Love.
Oh my gosh. That's so much not Shakespeare.
I know.
Blech. Yuck. That's a love story.
A lot of his stories were love stories.
No, they were tragedies.
Tragic love stories.
Yes, they were. Anyway, Shakespeare in Love does not count as a Shakespeare thing. No, it does not.
Midsummer's Night's Dream.
Midsummer's Night Stream. That's what we're doing right now.
We are doing Midsummer Day Stream.
Or that's what happens when you drink too much at night. Midsummer's Night Stream. Anyway, we're going to get started. Greetings from the land of the midnight sun to everyone. Everybody says hello. Brent Does Art says, I just had Legends Volume 3 delivered today. Yeah, that's another one that's going to be on my list to get. Legends Volume 3. They have 3 Legends. I have 1 and 2. I don't have 3 yet. So this is one of those games where, and I did see it when I was at Origins, they had a carrying case.
Oh.
But I didn't get it because it wasn't, it was nice. But it wasn't like, ooh, nice. It was just nice. So I didn't get it. Anyway. Yeah, it's Titania from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
That's what I was trying to say.
That's not what you said.
The words were not working, but that's what I was trying to say.
I don't think Midsummer's Night's Dream was...
Dream. You heard me say dream.
Maybe it's like the follow-up, the sequel, Midsummer's Night's Dream, and Oberon is like in his late 40s, early 50s, and he drinks a lot of water. So, anyway... Victoria Ketchum is here. What's up? I agree. Mel Gibson did a great job on that one. See, there's a reason I keep you around. Nathaniel McGinnis says, hey, Sam, Jessie, and all. I hope you're having a good day.
We are. I get to
We are.
And play a game with Sam.
Get to play games. Sam versus Jessie, Eric says, spoiler, Wiley is going to try again against Jess. Idiot. That's pretty much the case.
You're terribly wrong. Terribly wrong, Eric.
Terribly correct. All right, so let's go ahead and get down to the table. If you are not familiar with the Unmatched system, oh, dadgummit, I forgot to put up the little thingy. There we go. Boom. So if you're not familiar with the Unmatched system, this is the board that comes in the box. It's the Globe Theater, Shakespeare's Globe Theater. And it has a bunch of these circles on it that have different colors around them. And that's basically the line of sight system. So this is basically an arena battler where this is the arena, this is one warrior, that's another warrior, and we are trying to defeat the other one by knocking its hit points down to 0. Now, you'll notice that we have a hero, we also have a sidekick. If the sidekick gets knocked out, you just lose the ability to have that sidekick. You don't win the game or lose the game. The only way you can lose the game is if your main fighter is knocked out, and that's why the hit point dial is larger than the other one, so that you can realize that you can make the difference between the two. So I'm going to be playing Hamlet in the red. Jessie's going to play Titania in the purple. And Oberon is going to be her sidekick. And Rosencrantz and Guildenstern is going to be my sidekick. Now, it does take the time to point out that even though there are 2 names attributed to this sidekick, it is still one sidekick. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, now my special ability is I have this token. To be or not to be? That is the question.
It's a valid question.
Yep. Now, at the beginning of my turn, I have to choose to either have this on the to be or not to be side. So if I choose the to be side, whenever I do a maneuver action, which is where I move my guys around, I get to draw an additional card. So if I do a maneuver action, I get to draw 2 cards and then perform a movement.
Super useful.
If I choose the not to be side, I have to deal 2 damage to one of my fighters. But on the not to be side, I get to add 2 to Hamlet's attacks.
Right.
So he becomes a little bit more powerful, but I'm going to have to deal 2 damage to somebody. So there's that. Titania over here has fairy magic. If you do not have a face-up glamour card, which is these things right here, you can flip one of them over, and then that becomes a special ability that's just always on while that is active. Some of the cards in your deck are going to tell you when to discard the one that's active. If that ever happens, you can't flip another one over until the beginning of your next turn. When all 6 of these are done, you do not reshuffle them. There will be other cards in your deck that tell you you can add more glamour cards to your deck from your discard pile or what have you. So if it ever does run out, you don't reshuffle it, okay? And that's pretty much it. Titania can move 2. Oberon also moves 2. Titania is a ranged attacker. That sucks. I didn't realize that. And Oberon is a melee attacker. So that means that Oberon has to be adjacent. In other words, we can trace just one black line to the thing. Ranged, however, is where that line of sight mechanism comes into account because, for example, Titania right now can hit or attack anybody that is in a circle that matches the circle color that she is in. So she can attack here, here, here. I guess? Boy, that's an optical illusion, isn't it? Because that looks like a lighter blue. Matter of fact, I think it is than this.
There is no other blue on there, though.
I know, but that means that this is its own spot. So you can't be attacked by a ranged thing if you're up here. Same thing with this one over here. See how it's a little bit darker than that one? You have a light orange here and a dark orange here. See how that's not the same? So this is its own spot. You can't be attacked range while you're up here. Got it? But anyway, she can attack here, 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 here. Whereas Oberon, since he's melee, can only attack here, 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 or here. And I'm melee, so I can only attack here or here, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern can only attack here and here. All right? So take that
Right.
into effect. On your turn, again, this is for all those people that haven't played Unmatched.
Thank you.
You're going to be able to choose 2 actions. You can choose any 2 of the 3 actions. You can choose to maneuver, which is what we were talking about earlier, where you get to draw a card and then move your people around. Move your fighters. You may discard 1 card to boost your move. So there are, I'll go ahead and just use this one here. This little number over here is the boost number. So if I wanted to, I can move my people 2, but I could boost that to 3 if I wanted to, if I played this card out of my hand.
Or discard.
Or, discarded it out of my hand. Then you can play a scheme card, which is the one that has the yellow lightning bolts, and we'll show those. Then you can also play a attack or an attack or defense card face down, which means that you're in an attack. Whoever you're attacking, they get to play a card out of theirs for defense. And again, we're just trying to knock the other person down to 0 hit points first.
Correct.
That's the long and the short of it. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have going on in the chat. Let's see, Chromeo and Juliet on how to one side a victory. Wow, I can't use that side of the board. Colorblind. All right, you said it. I'm doing it. I didn't know if anybody was going to be colorblind, so we will use this side of the board.
Well, that definitely makes the blue and purple clearer.
It does. It does. It absolutely does. All right, so you're going to, Titania is going to go here on the second spot because you're going to go second. I'm going to go first, because you always want me to go first.
Yes, please.
And then I can put these guys anywhere I want to in that area, in the same area. I'm going to go ahead and put them here. And then you can choose to put Oberon anywhere in the same area that Titania is in. All right, there we go, Brent. Just for you, pal. I also think it's cool that the Unmatched have the double-sided board to help with color blindness. Yes, I have to use the side with the patterns. There you go. So that's what we're going to do. Let me go ahead and double check to make sure that it is clear enough. Wow, those patterns just don't want to come out very well. Let me see if I can possibly get a little closer. It's about as good as I can get it, I think. Yep, there we go. That'll have to do. All right. Go ahead and your deck is shuffled. You draw a starting hand of 5 cards. All righty. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I'm looking at my cards for the first time.
Ditto.
Ooh, wow, I can boost. Wow. Okay, so this dude is a master of manipulation. He likes to manipulate things. Okay. All right, so my first action is... Man, at the bottom of my deck. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, so my first action is going to be to maneuver. And I have to double check one thing, because I can't remember rules for the life of me. Has anybody been iambic pentametered yet? No, Andrew, we haven't. No, I get it. Brent, I know you know the game well enough, but it gave me an opportunity to show off both sides of the board. There you go. I got to double check here. Maneuver.
I need my water bottle.
First drop the top card of your deck, then you move your fighters. These steps must be performed in order. pretty sure you'd move both guys. Your character card list, your move value, each of your fighters one at a time, number of spaces equal to or less. Yes, you move both your dudes. Okay. So, first action is going to be maneuver. Oh, I have to choose to be or not to be. I'm going to choose to be. So I get to draw 2 cards. So we'll go ahead and draw 1 and 2. Wow. Okay, well, I've got 2 of those now. And my maneuver is going to be...
Don't you have to draw the card off your deck, too? Did you already do that?
Yeah, I drew 2.
But a maneuver, you draw a card.
I drew 2.
Okay.
Because I draw an additional card.
An additional. I understand.
I'm sending Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to hit Prince in the mouth. But I also get to move these guys too. So I'm going to go 1, 2, like that. So then I will... All right, we're going to do this card face down. That's my attack card. We're attacking next, and we're attacking Oberon. So you have to have an Oberon defense card or any defense card. Or it can be a versatile card, which could be an attack or defense. A priest, a rabbi, and a kangaroo walk into a bar. Eric says, oh boy. He just likes to fiddle with his electronics, makes him think he's tech savvy. I am not tech savvy. I will be the first one to admit that.
So when you're attacking me, my only option is a defense.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. So, well, it has to have Oberon's name on it or the word any.
Right.
Either one.
Right.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and flip the cards. You did yours. I played an attack 2. And you did an any, and this is a versatile because it can be an attack or defense. But it's 2 to 2. But mine has a during combat, yours has an after combat. During combat, if your opponent played a versatile card,
Which this is.
Ignore its value.
Okay.
Because uncertain doom.
Okay.
Anyway, you take 2 on Oberon. Your after combat says you may deal 2 damage to each fighter in the combat.
So I take 4 and you take 2.
It says you may.
Okay.
You don't have to. So if you want to keep from dealing 2 damage to yourself, you can choose not to do that.
Okay, so I just take 2.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's tight, hard to roll. Oh, and I rolled it the wrong way.
And that's my 2 actions. It's now your turn, madam.
Thank you. Okay, so first thing I need to do, you must take 2 actions. Okay, so you must take 2 actions, right? You maneuver and then attack.
What's up?
Yeah. So in order for me to draw a card, I have to maneuver. So I can maneuver.
Well,
so
at the beginning of your turn, flip over a glamour.
Flip over a glamour. Glamour of invisibility. Your fighters may move through opposing fighters.
That's cool.
That is cool. But once you use it, it goes away.
No. This stays into effect as long as it's on top. Some of their cards are going to tell you to discard whatever you have in effect.
Cool.
So that's in effect until it goes away.
Okay. So first I'm going to maneuver. So I'm actually going to go 1, 2. Because I can maneuver 2. I'm going. Oh, I have to draw my card first.
You can also maneuver him too, or her too.
Yeah, I have to draw my card first.
Yep, go ahead.
And then I can move. And I can move them too. 1, 2. Okay, so that's my first action. For my second action, I'm going to attack.
Okay. So Oberon is attacking Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
I like this card. All right. So, ooh, dang. All right. So you have 5 attack, and then I have maddening insight.
But it's going to probably cancel it.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
During combat, the value of this card is equal to the number of cards in your hand.
Oh, you have like
So
12.
it's actually 5.
Right.
So it's 5 to 5. It's a 0. But after combat, it says place Oberon in a space adjacent to Tanya. And then my after combat, which this follows, this actually goes first because I'm the defender. I can place, I'm sorry, if you won the combat, which I did as the defender, you have to discard a card. And then you wanted to put Oberon right there. I like Hamlet so far. I have teach myself not to care about winning anymore, just the fun time and cool games. So that is a follow-on to Andrew saying that he likes this game, but often he loses because he wants to do the cool thing.
I lose all the time.
He wants to do the cool thing instead of just win. So he said he got stomped the other day playing Shakespeare because he didn't defend himself because the card that he would have played would have given himself a 10 for the iambic pentameter and be able to fire off the cool effect. So he died.
Trying to do he could do the thing. Yeah. Okay, that was my turn.
All right, so that's that. I am going to choose not to be this turn, which means that I have to deal 2 damage to one of my fighters. So I'm going to choose Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. And I'm going to...
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm going to maneuver. So I only draw 1 card this time. And I'm going to move 1. And then I am going to attack Titania. All right, that's your defense?
Yes.
All right, so I get to add 2 to the value of this card. So that is a 4.
Cancel all effects on your opponent's card, ignore its value, and return it to your opponent's hand.
You're an idiot.
You just did the same thing to me.
I didn't.
You literally did.
No.
And I get to draw 1 card.
No, this card just equaled the amount of your defense.
No, the other
attack.
one you just did. Canceled all effects.
If your opponent played, it says ignore its value.
Yes.
Not all of its effects.
All its effects. And draw a card.
All right, so that one comes back to my... Let me see real quick. Hold on. Cancel all effects on your opponent's card, ignore its value, and return it to your opponent's hand. So that happened, which means that I didn't hit you for anything. But then after combat, you get to draw a card.
I just did.
Okay. Fine, be that way. I didn't want to hit you really hard anyway. Go ahead, your turn.
Okay.
Play nice, kids. You be quiet, David. You're not the boss of me. I think Jessie would like playing as the 3 witches, Brent says. That might be true. But we'll have to wait and see. These 2 seemed like the closest match.
Sure. Okay. So I'm going to maneuver first, which enables me to draw a card.
Yep.
And I'm going to move 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to move this guy 1. It has to go 2?
Up 2.
Up to 2. He's going to go 1.
Okay.
For the maneuver. And then I'm going to battle. For my second action, I'm going to attack.
You're hitting these guys? Or are you hitting me?
I'm hitting you.
You're hitting me.
Wait, I guess.
I just have to know who I can.
Yeah, I'm going to hit him.
That's how you win. But he is down to 4, but it's up to you. Okay.
It's not going to do much.
I'm going to do that. You got Titania 2, and I have 1. But during combat, discard the top card of your deck, and it's add its boost value to this card's value. So, boost value is 1, so I have 2. During combat, increase the value of this card by +1 for each glamour in your glamour discard pile. You don't have any yet.
Don't have any.
So it's 2 to 2. Nothing happens. If you lost the combat, which I didn't, I would be able to return this card to my hand, which I can't because I didn't lose the combat. All right, that was your turn?
That's it.
All right, well, I'm going to maneuver. Oh, I'm going to... Oh. I'm going to choose not to be, and I'll take Hamlet. I'll take the 2 on Hamlet this time. That might not be a very good idea. And I'm going to maneuver. And we're going to go 1, 2. And we're going to hit you. And we're going to do that. Down, bow. That's how you win. But which thing is cooler? You're done? All right. I played the same card again. Did you play the same card again? No.
Nope.
Oh, but that's a 4. Wow. All right. So 2, and I'm on not to be, so it's 2. So that's 4. But during combat, I can boost this card. So I'm going to boost it with 3. So it's actually a 7. But you have a 4. So you take 3 damage. And now after combat happens, move your fighter up to 2 spaces. You may discard your glamour. If you do, place your fighter in any space. So you can move her up to 2 spaces.
I'm not going to discard.
Well, no, actually, you must move up to 2 spaces.
Right.
But you may discard your glamour card, and if you do, it's not just 2 spaces. You can put her anywhere you want on the board.
Right. So I'm going to do 2 spaces, which is 1, 2, and then I'm going to discard it and move her.
Oh, no. It's you can put her anywhere you want.
Right.
Instead of moving just 2 spaces.
Okay.
So go ahead. There comes the first punch. That's how you win.
1, 2.
Okay. Alrighty, that goes away. And now, at the beginning of... Let's put this over here, just so notice that it's... At the beginning of your turn,
after you play a scheme,
get to go.
gain 1
So
action.
after you play a scheme, you gain an action. So every time you play one of those yellow cards, you gain an action. In addition to, if that card gives you an action, an additional action. So it's possible because a lot of those schemes do gain, you gain one action. How the joke ends, Eric, or will YouTube throw you out if you tell it?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure David is the correct, he's the one that finished that correctly. A priest, a rabbi, and a kangaroo walk into a bar. Boom, boom, boom. Ouch. Yeah, I think that's what happens. I think that's the correct end to it.
I don't know whose turn it is.
It's your turn.
Oh,
At the
thank you.
beginning of your turn, you flip this over.
Got it. Well, I need
also,
cards
Micah,
really bad.
David's answer was probably a lot wittier than anything Eric could have come up with. So just laugh at David's punchline and have that count.
Okay, so, and you play 2 actions. So I'm going to play a scheme.
Okay.
And it's the gift of the fair folk. Choose 2 different effects. 1 fighter recovers 2 health, draw 2 cards, and move 2 fighters up to 2 spaces each.
Yep.
So 1 fighter recovers 2 health.
Yep. And then one of the other 2.
2 and draw 2 cards.
And that's it.
And there was something about a scheme. After you play a scheme, gain 1 action.
So now you still have 2 actions.
Right. So,
Bum, bum, bum. Nuts!
Okay,
Rosencrantz
so-
and Guildenstern Are Dead isn't free on Amazon Prime Video. Guess I'll have to go through some boxes to find the DVD.
all right, so I'm going to play for my... This confuses me.
No,
Hold on.
You're fine. You have 2 actions, so now you're using one of the actions to do that.
To do this. And it says deal 2 damage to any fighter in Tatiana's zone. So
Okay.
you can just take 2 damage. And then
And then
I
you
get another action.
So you still have 2 actions, yes.
This is really confusing me. See, if I play another scheme card, then it goes on again. Like, I can't
Yep.
make this stop.
No, you can by not playing a scheme
I
card.
don't have many other choices.
I know, but you're doing well.
Okay,
I don't know what you're complaining
so
about.
I'm going to attack
Okay, who are you attacking?
Hamlet.
All right. I'll play this one.
Okay,
Ready?
yes.
All right, so it's a 3. I just have a 2. During combat, what does your thing say? You may discard your glamour. If you do, the value of this card is 5 instead. So you can discard this and make this a 5 if you want to, or you can just keep it as a 3.
I'm going to keep it as a 3.
All right, so I will take 1 damage.
Yep.
But my after combat says end the turn, so you don't get your last action.
Well, it's helpful. Me and my 1 card here. Mm-hmm. Sam has like 20.
No, I got 3.
Whatever.
20. Whatever. All right, so
Fine
I think
then.
at this point I'm going to go with to B, and I'm going to maneuver. So I'll draw 1, 2, and I will move 1, 2 this way, and this person will go 1, 2 that way. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And let's see, what have I got here? I'm going to, my second action is going to do Method in the Madness. So I can put any number of cards in my hand at the bottom of the deck. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Those go into the bottom of the deck. And then you draw up to that many cards. 1, 2, 3. And I gain 1 action. So that was my second action, but the card gave me another one. So
Yes.
I'm at my second action now. And my second action is going to be to attack Titania.
Okay.
You got
all
it?
I can do. There's
Nothing you can do? All right. So I'm going to do any. So to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. All right, so here we go. After combat, if you won the combat. Well, I did because you take 3 damage and you didn't have anything. You move the opposing fighter a number of spaces up to the amount of combat damage dealt. If you lost, the combat Hamlet recovers 1 health. So I can move you up to 3 spaces.
You may or you must.
No, it says if you won, move, and not may. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, like that. And you took 3 damage?
Yeah.
And...
you have another action.
Nope.
You do. You said it gives you another action.
I know, but playing that scheme was my second action, and it gave me a third, and I just attacked you with my third. Your turn.
Okay.
All right, you beautiful, wonderful people. Do all the cool things and don't stress the outcome. Off to make dinner night. See you later, Andrew. Take care, bud. Does anything hilarious happen when Rosencrantz and Guildenstern die in Unmatched?
No. I think they lead into a musical.
John's Longbox is here. What's up, John? Good to see you.
I'm going to, for my first action, I'm going to scheme.
Okay.
Which gives me 2 different actions again, or 2 different things.
Yep.
First is, one I'm going to choose is draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And then I get 1 more, which is 1 fighter recovers 2 health.
Okay.
So, and then, because I schemed, I get to play another action. This is where it confuses me because I can't do double chaining. Like, it confuses me.
I'll keep track of it for you.
Thank you, because that was 1 action, but then I got a free action.
Yes, so now you have 2 left.
Okay, so I will...
Oh, dropped all my cards.
Shusha. I will maneuver, I guess.
Draw a card, and you can move your people up to 2 spaces.
Okay.
Nope. Let me see. Oh yeah, it is. I'm sorry.
There's
I
a
didn't
line.
see the line.
Yeah.
I didn't see the line.
I don't know. Okay, so I drew a card. Did I draw a card?
Nope,
No.
not yet.
Okay. And I'm going to, for my second
Attack.
action, I'm going to maneuver. For
You're
my,
going to maneuver or
I'm sorry,
attack?
attack.
Okay. So you're going to attack Rosencrantz and Guildenstern or Hamlet?
I'm going to attack Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Okay.
Actually, I should attack Hamlet, but... So is this... See, I don't like the chaining motions. I get really confused on counting because I think I have 1 more, but I'm so confused. Okay, so I did that one.
Yeah, you do have 1 more.
I have 1 more. Okay.
All right, so I have a 0, but it is equal to the number of cards in my hand, so it's a 2. So I take 2 damage, which is on Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. So they are down to 2. After I'm the defender, so during combat, we already did that. After combat, if you won the combat, your opponent discards a card. I didn't. After combat, move your fighter up to 2 spaces. You may discard your glamour. If you do, you can place your fighter in any space. So again, wow, that's a common thing. That's really cool. There's a lot of movement in this deck. But anyway, you can discard this card if you want to. And if you do, you can move Oberon anywhere you want.
Right.
Or you just move him 2 spaces. One of the 2.
Yeah, up to 2 spaces.
Correct.
So I'm going to go 1. Yeah, I'm going to go 1. And then for my next
You have one more action.
action, I'm going
So to follow, you played a scheme.
Yes.
You got an extra action. You attacked.
Yes.
And now you're going to do your last action.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to play 1 card as my last action as an attack. On this one.
Oh,
Isn't
on
that red?
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Okay. I can't defend.
Okay.
So they are dead. Dead. Okay, so
And I don't have any after effect, so.
Yep. So Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Okay. Super duper. That's not great. I am going to choose to be, and I'm going to maneuver. I'm going to draw 2 cards, 1 and 2. And then I'll go 1, 2 like that. And then that's the maneuver. And I will attack. Attack! And you've defended. So we flip it over. So it is a 2 against a 3. So right now I'm up.
But it has me.
Immediately you may discard your glamour. Cancel all the effects of your opponent's card. Okay, it doesn't cancel the number though.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. So you still take 1 damage, and you canceled you having to discard a random card and me recovering health equal to its boost value. So that sucks.
I wouldn't have had any cards to discard anyway.
And that's
So-
my turn. Your turn.
Cool. I have to maneuver.
Yep,
Because I
you
have
do.
no cards. Maneuver. I draw 1 card.
And move your people.
Okay. Brown is nothing. Oh, I do not. It's the start of my turn. I get a glamour card face up.
You do.
Your fighters do not take damage other than combat damage. Okay. So I have to move for maneuver also.
Yes.
So, I will go 1 for this one. And I will go 1, 2 for this one.
Okay. That was your first action.
Yes.
Second action.
Maneuver.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, maneuver. Draw a
Looks
card.
like both starting spaces negate all ranged attacks. Can characters with ranged attacks attack adjacent spaces regardless of the zone? Yes, they can. You can always attack adjacent, but ranged allows
so
you to
draw a
attack
card and then
anybody in your zone.
Move my fighters again. So I'll go 1, 2 this way. I'm going to go 1, 2 this way. So I moved. Those are my actions. It's your turn.
Yeah. You can declare a target. Any fighter may use a melee attack to target a fighter in an adjacent space regardless of what zone they are in. Melee fighters are indicated by that. Ranged fighters may also make ranged attacks. So you can always attack adjacent, but no matter what zone you're in. So you just did 2 maneuvers, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to choose to be again, and my first one is going to be in a maneuver. So I'm going to draw 2, 1 plus 1, and then I'm going to go 1, 2 like that. Well, that puts me in range of you, which is fine. Don't mind. I just don't want to be in range of both of you. And that's the only guy I have. My second action is going to be to scheme, which is the ghost, and I'm going to choose Hamlet recovers 2 health.
Nice.
So I'm going to get that back, and your turn.
Okay, thank you. 2 actions. I'm going to choose maneuver first. So draw, move,
Okay.
and then move. Draw, move, and then for my...
Did you draw?
I did.
Okay.
Now I'm up to a whopping 3. And then for my second action...
I only have 4.
That's funny, I have 2 of the same cards. I will choose to attack. I can attack Hamlet from range.
Choose to attack. Wow. Wow. All right. I'm going to do... that's not going to do me any good, so I'm going to do this. Go ahead. All right. So Titania did 2 damage. During combat, increase the value of this card by 1 for each. Glamour. So it's a 4. Ouch. Okay. So I take 1 damage. Down to 11. But after combat, your opponent discards 1 random card.
Pick one. Thank you.
Ooh. If I had won the combat, I would get to heal 2 right now, but I didn't win. I lost. All right, you're done?
Yes.
I am going to... I'm going to maneuver. I'm going to keep it on to B, so I get to draw 2.
What time is your chiropractic appointment?
3:30. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm ahead. Okay, I'm going to go with... my second action is going to be to attack. I'm attacking Oberon.
Clearly.
I gotta whittle you down.
I don't have anything.
Don't have anything. All right, so that's 3 damage. And after combat, if you won the combat, move the opposing fighter a number of spaces up to the amount of combat damage dealt.
So you have to move me 3 places.
1, 2, 3.
Cool.
If you lost combat, Hamlet recovers 1. I did not lose. So there is that. That's the end of my turn. Your turn. Tom is here. What's up? What's up? I read they're done working on the app. No new fighters. Ooh, that sucks. Just popped in to say hi before we head to bed. Myra? Oh, Micah. I believe we have been in your area of the world. We are on the cruise and have been to Oslo and Copenhagen so
thought they
far.
left Denmark.
We are in Hamburg tomorrow.
Oof, great. So jealous.
Yep. Your turn.
I love that family. So I'm going to maneuver, which is draw 1. Oh, yeah. And
Ryan is here. What's up, Ryan?
draw 1, move 2.
Yep.
And then maneuver again. So draw 1. And
Move up to 2.
move up to 2.
Yep.
I will move this one.
You can always move both.
1, 2. And then this one is going to stay there.
Okay. I'm going to
Those
maneuver.
are 2 moves.
I'm going to stay
Easy.
on to B. So I'm going to draw 1 and 2. And then I'm going to move 2. And we're going to do some... We're going to attack. I'm going to do that.
Cool.
You're defending with that. Go ahead and flip them over. So I have a 2. Immediately, you may discard your glamour. If you do, cancel all the effects. You're such a jerk. All right, that's a 0. That was my turn, so your turn.
Thank you.
These are very balanced, I would imagine.
Oh, hallelujah. My new glamour card says at the end of your turn, you may draw 1 card. Thank you. That's super amazing because I'm kind of stuck here.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm going to... I'm going to maneuver so I can draw a card.
Yep.
And I'm going to move there. I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And that's 1 action. For my second action, I'm going to attack green to green. So when I attack Hamlet,
go ahead. I'm going to do that one. Ready?
yeah,
All right. So,
3 to 2.
yep, 3 to 2, so I'm going to take 1 damage. After combat, I'm defender, so I go first. If your opponent played a versatile card, which you did, deal 2 damage to the opposing fighter. So you take 2 damage. I take 1. And then your after combat, put a discarded glamour card on the bottom of your glamour deck. So you get to choose which one comes back. And that is that.
At the end of my turn, I draw a card.
Yep. And I am going to... I think I'm going to stay on to B. And I'm going to draw 2. 1, 2. Okay. And I'm going to maneuver 1, 2 like that. And we're going to try to hit you again. I'm going to do that one. All right, flip it. I got a 3.
I have a 3.
Dang it. Put a discarded glamour card, that's after combat, If you won the combat, which I did not, I'd move you up. But if I lost, I get to heal 1. The reason I lost is because you didn't take any damage, so you won.
Right, okay.
Yeah, okay. Your turn.
Cool. At the end of my turn, no, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
I'm like,
Surely they can't still be teenagers. I can't wait for the turtles. Yeah. Bobby Sears, what's up, Bobby? Bobby is a former student of mine.
Nice.
From Korea.
Nice.
And he is now in, I believe he is an attorney now in Florida. Keep getting rebooted, LOL. Teenagers. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes. My turn. What to do?
What do we do now, sir? We die.
Okay, so I think I'm going to maneuver.
Bonus points if you guys know what movie that's from.
I'm going to maneuver.
Okay. Draw a card and move. Run away! Run away!
Nothing to do. I have no cards to play. So I'm going to go 1, 2.
Yeah, go on. Keep running.
And then, I'm going to go 1, 2.
Yep.
And then I'm going to maneuver again.
Oh, you really are running.
I don't have any cards to do anything with. So I'm going to maneuver again, which is draw a card. Hallelujah. And then I maneuver again. So 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
come on, keep him right there. He's got 1 health. Come on, keep him right there. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Ooh.
I'll let you take him.
Danger.
Can't get
The last Starfighter. Well done, David Brownlee. You're it?
Yep.
That's it? Okay.
Those are my moves. At the end of my turn, I may draw a card.
Yep.
Hallelujah.
Okay. We're going to stay on. We're going to stay on to be. We're going to maneuver, so it allows me to draw 2. And I'm going to move up. I can move up to 2, which means includes 0, so
Yes.
I'm not going to move. And then I'm going to smack Oberon in the face, like thusly. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 2. And that's a 0 because during combat, if your opponent played a versatile card, ignore its value. So bye-bye, Oberon. Bloop. Bloop.
Now I'm really screwed. No, literally. I'd like to share everybody. I only have Oberon cards. So things are going to get a little iffy here.
All right. Well, that's the end of my turn, so
cool.
You go.
All right. I'm going to maneuver.
Bow, bow. No need to mail the bonus points. Run away! Run away! Monty Python.
Run away, run away. I'm going to maneuver, which draws a card. I move up to 2. I'm moving 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to scheme for my second action,
Okay.
which deals 2 damage to any fighter in Tatiana's zone.
Wow. Okay, fine.
And at the end of the turn, I draw a card.
Down to
Hallelujah.
9. Down to 9.
Discard these to boost.
Okay, well, I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember what my hand limit is. I think there's a hand limit of, I want to say 10 cards?
I think 10, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, jeez. End of my turn. End of my turn. End of the turn. End of the turn. Resolving effects. Defeating a fighter. Oh, come on. Somebody knows what it is? I want to say it's 10, but I don't.
They're not near 10, so it doesn't matter.
No, 7. It's 7 cards.
Okay.
I am near. It's 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would have to be at 7 or below at the end of my turn. Does anyone else have the Hallelujah chorus stuck in their head?
Always.
All right, I am going to maneuver. I am going to stay on to B. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seven, 8. So I have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have to be down at 7. Has to be less than 7, right?
I would say
No, if
7
you have
or
more
less.
than 7 cards in your hand, so
Okay.
I can
Good.
have
7 or less. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to, for my second action, I'm going to play Method in the Madness. Put any number of your cards in your hand on the bottom of your deck, then draw up to that many cards. So I'm gonna put that one back, and I'm gonna put that one back. And then I'll put, I'll keep that one, and I'll put that one back like that. So I put 3 back, so I get to draw 1, 2, 3. I kept that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. That comes over here, and I have one last action, which will be the Ghost, which allows me to recover 2 health. So I'm back up to 11. Your turn.
Okay.
Babe.
Thanks, darling. I'm going to attack first, because we're in the same zone. And then I don't understand how, do I do this after? Yeah, okay. So if I were to boost, I do it after you've played your
You can
stuff.
only boost if a card, you can usually never boost an attack.
Oh.
The only reason I was able to is because the card said that I could. You can only
didn't know
boost
that.
movement. You can only boost movement. You can always boost movement, but the only time you can boost an attack is if your card tells you to.
Okay. Because I was like, you boosted an attack, so
I
I
know,
thought
because
I
see,
could
look, it says you may boost this
this
card. See what I'm saying? So the card has to say it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're doing that.
That's my first action.
It's my first thing. I will play this one in defense. So it's 2-2, 0-0. After combat, if your opponent played a versatile card, which you did, deal 2 damage to the opposing fighter. This one says draw 1 card, and you may discard. Your glamour and draw 2 instead.
No, I'm doing 1.
Okay. That was your first action.
That was my first action. Cool.
Second action, madam.
Second action, I'm going to attack.
Again?
Yes.
Outrageous fortune! So it's a 2 to 1 after combat. So yours is after combat. During combat,
So
I can discard the top card.
You go to 1 though. You take 1.
Wait, it says during combat, discard the top card of your deck and use its boost value. So it's a 3, so I don't take any damage.
You can boost during attack, and I can't.
Huh? Because the card says that I can.
Cheats.
No, it's the card. Add its boost value to this card's value. So it was 2 plus 1, 3. So,
you don't take any.
But if I lost combat,
You didn't.
I didn't. So over here, you get to draw 1 card. And you can discard this to draw 2.
Cool. And that's the end of my turn.
Yep.
Now I'm drawing a card for the end of my turn.
Yep. Okay. Geez Louise. All right, well, I have to maneuver. This sucks because I don't really want to. But I am going not to be, which means I have to take 2 damage. But I am going to maneuver, which allows me to only draw 1 card. I move 2 over there. And I am going to... I will do that.
Cool.
As an attack for my second action. And since I did to be, or since I did not to be, then it's +2.
Okay, I have a question. I'm gonna play this, but I don't know how. Okay.
All right, flip it. All right, it's
0.
a 0.
I have an immediate.
Cancel all effects.
Yep.
So, does it also ignore its value? Yep. So it's a 0/0. Nothing happens. Crapola. Your turn.
Okay, thank you.
Finish her, Brent said. Oops, fail.
I'm going to maneuver for my first
Okay,
action.
draw a card. Oh, we're both getting down low.
Yes.
If you have to maneuver and you don't have any cards to draw, you have to lose 2 health.
Did you just make that up?
No, I just read it. I've never gotten this low in the deck.
You don't get to reshuffle?
No, you
So
absolutely
this is it.
don't get to reshuffle.
When we're out of cards, we're out of cards.
Yes.
Here. Cool. Carry on.
We've never done this before. We usually knock each other out, but these two are so evenly matched.
Okay, so I maneuvered.
We're matching each other.
As my thing. And my second action is to attack.
Okay, so you're attacking from range, right?
Yep. Green to green.
All right, we'll do that. Blood will have blood. So it's 4 and to 2. So I take 2 damage. And my after combat says, if Hamlet took damage this round, I did, deal 1 damage to the opposing fighter. And then your after combat says, move your fighter up to 2 spaces. You may discard your glamour. If you do, you can place your fighter anywhere. So you can discard this and place her anywhere or move her up to 2 spaces.
It won't do me any good now because I can't draw.
Correct.
So discard it. And I just need to be in the same zone as you, but far away from you, that you can't come after me. 1, 2.
I warned you earlier in the chat not to run out of cards. Yes, I know you did, Brent. It's just something that normally doesn't happen. One of us usually wins before we run out of cards. But I will say that we're also usually playing characters that don't draw as many cards.
So I'm going to go 1, 2.
Jeez Louise.
Just to make you move.
Yeah, well, I still have cards to draw.
Not many.
So you're not going to be able to
I
maneuver
don't know
anymore.
what I'm doing, though. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
So this goes away.
Okay, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
No, you attacked me. I'm sorry. You attacked me, so that was the end of your turn, I think.
Okay.
Because you maneuvered away from me, then you attacked. And then you used that card to move further away after your combat. So, okay, so, geez Louise. I'm going to stay on not to be. No, I'm not. It says this is not a may, so I am going to stay on not to be and go down to 5. That's a bad idea, but that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to maneuver once. 1, 2, and actually, let me see, where do I want to go? Do I want to go down that way? So if I go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, you could come back up this way, but you... Yeah, I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, 1, 2. And my second was to draw this, and that's the end of my turn. Your turn.
Okay.
The backs of Hamlet's cards were some of his favorites, Brent says.
That's cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. I'm going for my first move. I'm going to attack.
You're attacking?
Yes, sir.
Yes. It's 2 to 2, so 0, 0. After combat, I'm defender, so this happens first in the turn, so your combat doesn't happen.
Okay. Cool.
And you're done. So now it's my turn, and we're going to, oh man. Dang it. We're going to choose not to be, which means I lose 2 more damage. That sucks. I don't like it. We'll go with...
I think I had a glamour card
that
last
one.
time.
It's +2. So mine is a 4. Yours is a 2. After combat, I draw 1 card. After combat, if Hamlet took damage this turn, I didn't because I'm attacking.
So I took 2.
Yep. And then my second action.
I didn't flick over a glamour card on my last turn. That kind of sucks.
This is a 4. That is that.
Yep.
Because I do 2 damage to you.
Yep. Game over. And I'm actually out of cards.
Let me see.
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Hold on.
I have 3 cards.
You may discard your glamour. Oh, you
No.
don't have an active glamour.
I didn't flip one over last time, so.
Okay, well then you would have.
No, because
at the beginning of your turn, you
it
flip
doesn't
one
matter
over.
though. It wouldn't have helped. We can't do anything.
Okay.
Game over. It doesn't even matter.
Well,
you got me.
No. What does it
No,
say?
you
Cancel
can't.
all the effects.
Right.
All right. Well, yeah. It's just our numbers. It wouldn't have helped you.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
Victory!
who won? Want you all to know, wasn't me.
I had 3 health left.
And 2, I was down to 2 at this
I
one.
almost killed myself trying
Very
to take
Hamlet-like.
you out. That's true. Very Hamlet-like. She takes 2 damage for not being able to draw.
Oh, then I would have died before you even. No, because I drew my last card. I drew the card, and then it was my turn. Like, it was your attack, not mine. But it doesn't matter. The result is still the same. I lost. Sam won. That was fun.
Yeah, probably true. I thought that was only during a maneuver action.
Right, like I
But,
drew,
I
there
don't
was nothing left, but I wasn't drawing.
When your deck is empty, your fighters are exhausted. If you need to draw a card
Which
while your fighters are exhausted,
Yeah.
do not reshuffle your discard pile. And so, okay, so this is not just during a maneuver action. It's whenever you need to draw a card.
Right, but I didn't need to draw a card.
Truth. All right, well, that is that. I win. That is a rarity nowadays because of little Miss Sharky Shark over here.
Lies.
But we had a good time. And
That was a really close match.
I really like Hamlet and Titiana.
That was a really close match.
Even though I
was ranged, it was a really close match.
Yeah, it was. But I think that these are very closely matched.
You had the cards that said most of my attacks were the
versatile ones.
Right, most of mine. I had very few that weren't.
Yeah.
So yours directly. See,
Yep.
there's none. There's like 2 here, 5 there. That's it.
Yep.
So all of mine were versatile, and yours took me down every time.
Yep.
So.
Understood. All right. Per the card's effect. Yes, yes, yes. Per the card's effect. All right. Well, that's
fun.
that. I got to get to a chiropractor appointment, and I think
I have to make dinner.
Yeah. So anyway, we are out. Thanks for joining us. Come on back tomorrow. I'm going to be continuing the 1961 championship year with race 3 for Heat, Pedal to the Metal, tomorrow afternoon. So we'll see you back there, here, then. Yes. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care.
Bye. This is a pretty good one. When you maneuver, you may move an opposing fighter 1 space.